guys? We're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to take a look at the Dokkan Awakening for this bad boy right here. This, of course, is the new Final Form Angel Frieza that gets a Dokkan Awakening. This, of course, is the Dragon Ball Z version of Angel Frieza here. Now, this guy is very good. The only thing, obviously, that hurts him is he literally has the same name as the upcoming Dokkan Fest Transforming Golden Frieza. And that Frieza is, like, maybe the best T-War in the game. Like, he's definitely within, like, the top two. He's got to be, like, top two, for sure. Either him or Gohan, I'd say. So, like, that kind of hurts this guy a lot. Especially because that Dokkan Fest Angel Frieza is definitely a unit you're going to want to run on the Otherworld Warrior team, right? So I don't know. It's just it is unfortunate, but it is good that they gave this guy an awakening. This will be good for a lot of players that aren't going to be able to pull the new Dokkan Fest Angel Frieza, because obviously it's not like everyone is going to be able to pull, like, you know, some of those big time units like that quickly and stuff like that, right? So okay. Looks like we're going to have Frieza in the second slot. That's good, because we're going to be able to have Frieza and Cell together. And we're going to be able to have this Frieza, who I believe both the GT Frieza and Cell do function as support-type units. Now, one thing I wanted to do right here, right, is use this Angel Frieza on the Otherworld Warrior team. The reason for this, the reason you want to use Angel Frieza on the Otherworld Warrior team, so he stacks attack and defense for starters, which is good, right? That obviously does make him good. You know, any units that can stack definitely have extra viability, I think, over, you know, units that don't, right? Because it's just for long events, the ability to just sort of build up your attack, build up your defenses as you're going along, it's just a very powerful ability, right? Like, it's very meaningful. It definitely does matter. And, like, you know, so that's why, like, long events, you want some of these big-time units that could do stuff like that, right? Then he gets 120% attack and 100% defense when launching a super attack. So his defense right now is 48k, but he gets basically his entire defense after he supers. Okay, so that's interesting. Wait, actually, if we have him in the middle right there, yeah, he's not going to get anything extra from that Goku, right? It's just, yeah, okay. So then, if we have him in slot 1, right? So, like, this attack, he's not going to have his full defense for. He also does change int key spheres to rainbow, which is super good. Orb changers are awesome, but again, unfortunately, it's, you know, this Frieza's name, you know, kind of. Perhaps in the future, if there's some Otherworld Warrior unit that's like the best unit in the game, like some Gogeta or something like that, and like he's a nuking unit that really needs rainbow orbs, maybe you'd want to run this Frieza over. I don't know. But this guy also reduces damage received by 40% if your entire team consists of characters belonging to the Otherworld Warrior category, which I made sure to do, right? So our entire team is Otherworld Warrior category units. By the way, notice we could see it right there. I got the rainbow orbs with Cell, and then Goku got the key. All right, so 1.59 million is his attack stat. I mean, that's good considering he's oh, this will do double digits for sure. This has to be double digits. Well, not quite, but close. Very close, very close. Because again, he gets his entire defense after he supers. He's stacking defense. That defense is just going to continue to go up and up and up and up and up. And the 40% damage reduction, which you definitely don't want to sleep on 40% damage reduction with the level of defense that this Frieza is going to have, right? His defensive stats are not bad. Already from what we saw, right? I mean, after he supered, he had to be close to 100k, I would assume. Like, he's really going to be able to put up, like, very, very big damage numbers in a very meaningful way. So I think this Frieza is going to be very solid. And again, anytime you have an orb-changing unit, like, that's good. Orb changers are really, really helpful to have. I actually wish, like, you know, like, the Reps of Universe 7 team actually badly needs an orb changer. So, like, you know, I know the Dokkan Fest Angel Golden Frieza already does everything, but, man, it would have been nice if they had also made him an orb changer, right? That would have been really cool. That would have helped out a whole bunch, right? Instead of this one. But again, it's asking for anything more from that Dokkan Fest Frieza is just, like, unrealistic, because he already does so much. Like, I mean, he literally does everything, right? So, okay. This is going to be a pretty good turn because we have his full link set active. I think we could probably put Cell right here. and then hopefully Cell does not double super attack. Because obviously having his full Link set right here. So let's see. So he's got Prodigies, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Otherworld Warriors, and Fierce Battle. Now, in particular, I do want to highlight that Otherworld Warriors Link, which is this one right here. It is pretty good, right? 20% attack, 10% defense. It is pretty restrictive. But we'll see what happens, right? Because now that we got Awakenings for these two, obviously the new Cell and Frieza, they're not, like, actually live in game, so they're not here on this listing yet. But, like, you know, we potentially could get Easy A's for the Kaioken Goku and the Pikkon. So that would be very interesting, right? Like, if these guys got Easy A's, then maybe if this Super Saiyan Goku gets an Awakening, potentially they could release other World Warrior characters, right? Like Krillin and Yamcha and them, like fight Kid Buu briefly. You know, they could definitely release angel versions of Krillin, Yamcha. You know, Olibu, they could do like a new Pikkon. Like, this is a Link they really should like try and flesh out a little bit, especially for this team, right? Because the Otherworld Warrior team, it's not great, right? But I don't think it would be that hard to make it solid. Like, just make like a lot of those. Like, I literally just watched the Otherworld tournament, right? It's like the episodes are good, and there's come on, really? Yeah, are you kidding me? Thanks, so. All right, well, we're gonna have to keep going until we get that Frieza back on rotation. That's pretty annoying. I really hate like doing showcases and stuff like that, and then that shit happens. Is just so frustrating because like if Cell does not double super right there, then we see Frieza super attack with all of his links active, and then of course that Frieza is a support type unit, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so here let me try and move quickly here through these turns because we definitely want to get that rotation again, right? But the Otherworld Warrior team is definitely something that does need to be updated quite a bit, and I am actually pretty happy that they did not release a new category with this Angel Golden Frieza. I can't remember the last time they didn't introduce a new category. It's been a while, right? Because Kefla released a new one, so did Ultimate Gohan. You know, Boo-Tanks did, as well as Goku. Goku and Vegeta, right? Vegito unit, right? Like, all these Dokkan Fest exclusives that have released this year pretty much have, right? Beerus had Explosion of Anger. I mean, technically Blue Kaioken Goku, I think, is like the last one on JP, but it's not like Blue Kaioken Goku, you know, came out in 2019 on Global, so he doesn't really count as much, I would say. I don't know. All right, yeah, so let's see what Frieza gets right here. Again, Frieza does stack attack and defense, so it's not like we're gonna see like a highest attack stat from Frieza or anything like that, right? And I did sort of think like showing him in the full Otherworld Warrior team would be good, sort of to represent like that damage reduction ability of his. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be so big with the level of defense he's got and then stacking. Like he's gonna be a monster. Like, you know, if there's yeah, I was gonna say if there's Otherworld Warrior category like Super Battle Road eventually or something like that, he'll definitely be a good option. But like, if you get that Dokkan Fest Frieza, that's the one to go with. But it's always one of those things, right, where like there's no way everyone is gonna be able to pull that Frieza, the Dokkan Fest new Frieza, right? Like, you know, this, like them making an awakening for this Tech Frieza, which I would say if you've been playing for, you know, a year or longer, I'd say there's a decent chance you've gotten him, right? Especially like, you know, if you might have pulled on like double raids banners or stuff like that, but like these units that are unfeatured on every single banner, your chances of getting them eventually are pretty decent, but you know, there's going to be like weird odds and ends that you just like never pull, right? Like every time I say like, oh, you know, if you've been playing for, I don't know, 500 days, chances are you've got him. And there's always like the one guy like, yeah, that's true, except for like I haven't pulled like, you know, I don't know, AGL Broly since he came out, right? And I've summoned on like every banner, right? Like there's definitely like instances where stuff like that happens for sure. What's Frieza's defense at, by the way? 77k. Huh. That's... So he gets 100% defense after he supers? That's pretty good. Like, he's going to be at a fairly decent... This is actually a pretty good rotation, now that I'm really thinking about it, because this Frieza's got damage reduction, right? And then Cell, of course, right? He's a nuking unit who's also stacking. Like, the two of them stack. Like, they actually work pretty well together. Now that I think about it, they really should have given Angel King Cold an awakening. They should have given him 2 awakenings and made him a TUR, because right now he's only an SR. And then don't forget there's also the Angel Ginyu Force members. Oh, I mean, yeah, dude, they have to do the Angel Ginyu Force, because that would be a nice buff for the Ginyu Force team, right? Like, Angel, Ginyu, all of them, right? So that would be good for Otherworld Warriors and the Ginyu Force category as well. Because, I mean, the next time they do Extreme Super Battle Road stages, there's going to be a new Ginyu Force member. Obviously, they're going to have to do, like, new Ginyu Force characters. Like, maybe we'll get a Dokkan Fest Captain Ginyu or something like that at some point. I do think that would be good, because I still want them to do a Frieza Force category. That'd be good for the Planet Namek Saga category. And, of course, the Ginyu Force category would get a nice Dokkan Fest exclusive level option. Which, again, right now, I am much more in favor of Dokkan buffing existing categories than making new ones. We don't need new categories. We've got enough. There's definitely enough. What's Frieza's defense right here? 100k. All right, so now Frieza is starting to get to a real sexy level when it comes to his defense, right? And again, he's got 40% damage reduction. Like, I never go crazy for 40% damage reduction when that's the only defense the unit's got, right? Like, we've seen it with EGL Zamasu, Super 17, right? Exchange Majin Buu, where they're like fodder-level defensive units because all they've got is that damage reduction, right? Obviously, Super 17 after the ZZA no longer really has that problem. You know, the Link level update helped him, plus he raised his defense on Super, and then his damage reduction goes up as he gets hit. So, you know, he's a great option for even, like, Extreme Super Battle Road, no item attempts and stuff like that. All right, so thank you, Cell. Yes. Double Super every single time we want to see this rotation of Frieza. Please, continue. 2.83, not bad. Not bad. I mean, this is only a couple turns into the fight right here. He's supered a few times, but, I mean, wow, we're just all double supering. Okay, sure. Yeah, not bad. He's good. Again, he's just hurt by the fact that they've released, like, one of the best units in the game at the same time as him. It's, like, literally the same thing. That AGL Cooler EZA is a very, very good unit. The only thing is that, you know, STR Cooler, you know, shares the same name. And, you know, so he's kind of like a cock block for that AGL Cooler, right? This Frieza is going to be the same thing, but it is still nice for those that can't pull the new Frieza, right? So, there we go. There was this Angel Frieza. Maybe eventually we can get like a Otherworld Warrior tournament. Nah, they can't do a category for that tournament. And like that arc, if anything, I feel like you'd add it to the Android/Cell saga, right? Like the Super Kaioken Goku, the Pikkon, and stuff like that. It probably fits better not in the Cell saga or the Buu saga. But I feel like if you were to put it into one of the two, it will probably be a Cell saga thing. So, I mean, plus Cell's in there, right? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. This Frieza is pretty good. And I'll catch y'all next time.